before I start this video, I'm going to give you a real quick heads up. I'm pretty much filming out in the middle of nowhere, and there's a lot, and I mean a lot of cicada noise. So what I'm going to have to do is pull the highs down in the audio track in order for you to be able to watch it, because if I leave it the way it is now, it'll just be so freaking annoying. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. I've had a couple questions asked. What is my everyday carry bag or my get home bag? Now I've combined the two of those, and I'm going to show you what I got in here, how I've got my bag set up, and just we're going to talk about it a little bit. Before I get started, I'm going to put out my disclaimer. Everything I'm going to be talking about from here on out will be from my point of view only. The items I have in this bag are the things that I know I'm going to use and need. They might not work for you in your region or where you're at. Now I do switch this out from season to season to put different items in there. And this is also my everyday carry bag. So I've got stuff in here that I'm going to need throughout the day, and I'll show you that here. First off, we're going to start with the top section here. This is pretty much an add-on section. You don't have to carry this on the patrol pack. Yes, I have chose the patrol pack for my everyday carry or get home bag. Basically, this clips on here and here, and I made some modifications so I could take it on and off real quick. And today I'm basically using it just to carry my camera gear in. That's it. But you can put other items in there such as food, extra clothing, blanket. You can even fit a small one-person tent. And I've got it hooked on here with these two carabiners. That way it doesn't fall off or these clips break off. But to detach this, well, I can't talk today. Pop these off, and there we have it. Let's talk about what kind of pack you're going to use. Now, I wanted to pick something that will not draw attention to myself, because I drag this pack with me everywhere. I've been on the airplane with it, in the hospital, restaurants, public buildings, everywhere. So I've decided to use my patrol pack. It's big enough to carry the items I need, but small enough that nobody's going to ask what the hell's in it. And that's, this day and age, that's pretty much a good thing. Plus, if you think about it, if you're using this as your get-home bag, you're only usually at least a day and a half away from your house. So this is not going to be a bug-out bag. Let's take a look in the front compartment here. I'm going to explain the items as I pull them out of here and why I have them in this front compartment. First off, the water is just for me today. I take this hiking with me. But I do carry a small cooler of water in my truck, my car, and my van. So there's always water with me at all times, which is pretty much a good idea. Down here we have just some little snack bars. I get a little hungry every once in a while on a trip, and I like to snack on stuff. I got a couple Cliff bars in there, protein bar, and breakfast bars. Also, another little item I have that kind of helps out, gives you a little nice sugar rush. I carry some candies with me and I need to refill that. Now, you're looking at this pack of cigarettes and you're asking yourself, why the hell are you carrying cigarettes with you? I'm going to be honest with you. If the crap hits the fan, I'm going to want a cigarette. I don't know about you. I used to smoke, and I do it every once in a while now, just for the heck of it. And another thing, when the economy does crash, this here is worth its weight in gold. This is great for making trades for other goods, and that's why I carry cigarettes with me. I'm going to set this aside. Now, another item I have in here is I carry just a small flashlight, not a very bright one, but just my little flashlight. I got two light sources, lip balm, Benadryl, Advil, because you get headaches. And these right here, some glucosamine tablets, and those actually are sugar tablets for that sugar boost, just in case. And medical needs. And there's not that much. There's still a lot more room in this front part of the pack. You can put more gear in. Of course, I've got a survival bracelet and numerous carabiners. And of course, I'm always curious what the temperature is. And this is kind of a new item I added on. I found it at Wally World real cheap. It's just a little cheap, crappy compass with another carabiner, but it does work. Now we need to go ahead, and I'm going to stash all these items back in here, and we're going to pop open the top half of the pack. Now this is going to be more of my get home bag and not so much as my everyday needs. And if you ask me, is this Patrol Pack waterproof? Yeah, it is. I've been caught in several downpours on it, and the things inside just got a little bit damp. But I still keep everything in a Ziploc bag, and you'll see. The first item in here I just threw in today because I actually thought it was going to freaking rain on me. So I just threw in a real lightweight rain jacket. And the thing about your get home bag or your everyday carry, you can switch out the items you think you're going to need that week since you've got it with you all the time. It's kind of like a man purse, or ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Let's dig in this section here and see what we got. Okay, now remember, I take this on trips with me through the airport, so I'm going to carry clothes in there, of course, a pair of wool socks, Ziploc bag. And anything about these Ziploc bags, there were 2 pairs of socks on there, but I took one out, is if you sit on them in a chair, the air will squish out of them, and you can get them a lot smaller and condensed to put in your pack. Backup shirt. And buried in here, pair of jeans. Now, I carry a cold steel knife with me. Something that's very important, and you need to remember this if you're going through airport security. Remember to take your knives out of your bag. Now, I've got another one in there. Anything that's flammable, like if you carry distilled alcohol with you or something like that. Because if you don't, trust me, you've got a lot of freaking questions to ask, and you're probably going to miss your flight. Anyway, all right, let's get back inside the bag. I like to carry enough food for me for one day. As you know, I'm a big fan of Mountain House products, and this is probably one of my favorite, quickest meals there is. It's canola milk with blueberries. And if you've been over on my Facebook page, and I do behind the scenes videos, I always eat this stuff. It requires nothing heated up and not much water at all. Beef stew, another one of my favorites. Only requires 16 ounces of water. You're going to want to pick food items that don't require a bunch of water. And I think there's some more in there. We'll dig them out in a minute. I like to carry a weather radio because I like to know what's going on, and if the shit if the crap hits the fan, it's going to come over here as a emergency announcement on the weather radio. And you've all seen this. I did a review on it recently. Solar panel charging system. I use this on a trip to charge up my cell phone and other items. Now this is really cool. These are the 2 items I carry with me in my backpacks too. If you notice, they're in my Crown Royal bags. This one goes on the right side of my pack and the left side of my pack. I put them the same way inside my Patrol Pack. So let's take a look at what we have in each one of these items, or each one of these Crown Royal bags. Of course, the Life Straw, lightweight, it does work. Make sure you read the instructions about this thing. Here is alcohol denatured tinfoil. I'll show you what that's for here in a minute. Toilet paper, good fire starter, and obvious reasons. Knife, small, lightweight, got 550 cord on there. Do not forget to take that out when you go through the airport security. The good flashlight. I've got several of these. You can find them at Walmart for dirt freaking cheap. And they last a long time. And of course, a little flint rod, I guess you would call it, or ferro rod. Just to start fires with, because you might not always have a lighter on you. These are the items in this bag right here. Of course, I'm going to stash these out of the way so I don't have my stuff spread out all over the place. Because I don't know what it is about me and doing videos. For some reason, it always wants to freaking rain on me. Okay. Get this little booger out of the way. let's get into the second pouch right here, and I'll show you what I have in it. Remember I said I had another meal in here? This is rice and almonds. Another great little trail meal. If you ever get a chance, try it out. Really enjoyable. Drink mixes, flavored beverage. Here, even though it's the middle of summer, I still carry a hot chocolate with me and oatmeal. One, the hot chocolate's a great sugar rush, and the oatmeal makes a really good energy drink. More of these little candies for a sugar burst. Another pack of cigarettes. Yeah, when you don't smoke very much, they kind of accumulate. Ziploc bags. You never have enough of these. Water storage, whatever you want. And a lighter. Sometimes it works. Sometimes, yeah, that's getting squished the heck out of. Sometimes it doesn't. Let's stash these items away. If you ever get a chance to try this, I would do it. Rice and almonds and mixed nuts. That's really freaking good. And with the little soy sauce on there, you cannot go wrong. Now, let's see what else is inside the bag. There is a couple more items. Just got a Ziploc bag, a towel, and I think there's a couple, there's a titanium spork and titanium long handle spoon in this one. Of course, you can either carry 550 cord, which I'm out of right now, or some poly cord. I think this is 50 foot, comes in very handy, and it's lightweight. This is another item that you might want to take out when you're in the airport, because it looks like a bundle of wires. Here's another fun piece. This is my stove. Actually, I've got two of them. This is my whole cook set right here. Let's set this up real fast. Now, this is another item that you're probably going to want to take out if you go through airport security. And I'll show you why once we get it open. Of course, I made a nice little lid here. That's out of a can tin. Got some more denatured alcohol, and notice it's in Ziploc bags, and it's got on the top of each one of these, I put a little cellophane to help seal that in there so it won't leak. And keep this out of direct sunlight because it does expand when it gets warm. And that's what the Ziploc bag's for, that way I don't get crap all over my pack. Okay, I got the little windscreen for it. And just a simple little alcohol stove that you can make out of a pop can. They're real simple to make. There's a lot of good videos up there on YouTube that shows you how to do that. Well, here's been a look at everything in my everyday carry and my get home bag. Now, I bet you noticed there's one item missing. And that, of course, is the first aid kit. Every one of my vehicles has a first aid kit in it, and I don't see the sense in carrying it in my bag, because if something does happen, it won't take me but just a second to grab the first aid kit and slip it in the bag, because I am trying to keep the weight down on the pack. The pack weighs 14.5 pounds. That's pretty freaking heavy. And I think most of the weight is actually coming from the clothes I carry in there, so not much I'm going to do about that, because I like to have a change of clothes. So this has kind of been a look at my pack, my EDC or get home bag. Now, it's not a bug out bag by all means. There's a lot of different items you can put in there. So what I'd like to hear from you is, what would you carry in your bag? So leave that down in the comment section. That would be very appreciative. Plans for today? Hopefully get out of here before it rains, and I'm going to do some exploring. So, like always, thanks for watching.